If someday it should happen that some boat work must be done, I've got a little list, I've got a little list. 3 actually, and I'll tell you about them here next on the Why Not Great Lakes Grand Tour, brought to you by Pendergrass Yacht Sales. Our beautiful boat, Why Not, has been at Winter Harbor Marina up in New York State, where it has been safely tucked away all nice and snug in one of their heated indoor storage warehouses. But things haven't been settled and still. Every now and then, every boat needs to be pulled into dry dock or yanked up on the hard and be subjected to a service regimen of some kind. Sometimes it's deferred maintenance and repairs, sometimes it's upgrades. And there are enough things to be done that need to be tracked that I think your best tool is a good, detailed, accessible to-do and checklist. As I said, I have 3, each with their own area of emphasis. First, there's the list of projects that Winter Harbor's service department is performing on the boat while it's up on jack stands. The big items are the following. The old anodes were shot and needed to be replaced. At Winter Harbor's suggestion, they'll install magnesium anodes instead of zinc. Magnesium is more appropriate for the fresh water of the Great Lakes. A bottom job. We've done well in this area. The last time we had a bottom job, the paint we selected was Petit Trinidad, and it lasted 5 full years. That's very good. And even when the boat was hauled out at Winter Harbor, the only barnacle growth was a small patch on the transom. Except for that ever-present slime coating, the rest of the hull was perfectly clean. But it is time for a refreshing. The only challenge we're having with the project is, do we have Winter Harbor apply Petit Trinidad again, or one of Petit's eco products? One of the main considerations is time. They can do the work in the warehouse with an eco product where they can't with regular Trinidad. That will save time. The stuffing box needed to be repacked? No problem. Done. Both of the plastic portside engine room port lights deteriorated to the point that they leaked. I had to caulk them shut. We decided to have all 4 port lights on both sides of the hull replaced with some better quality stainless steel port lights. The holes in the hull had to be enlarged a bit. Done. Several years ago, we contracted with another shipyard to do some extensive window work, mostly to the windows in our salon. They didn't do a good job, and it was a pain in the neck. We finally whittled the rework down to 1 window that was reinstalled upside down, and it leaked a lot. Winter Harbor fixed this, and we're hoping that this is the end of it. Done. The last major project was for Winter Harbor to refurbish the engine cooling system. More specifically, the water intake, circulation, and discharge hoses all needed to be replaced. They were obviously old and worn, with cracks and wounds on the hoses' material. A 90-degree brass fitting had even deteriorated to the extent that it broke in their hands with only moderate handling. I consider that one big, huge bullet dodged. All that work has been done. The last item is new. I think I'd like to get an actual fuel flow meter installed. I'm okay with the math to determine gallons per hour manually, but I'd like to get a better grip on that piece of data. The second list to talk about is our list of things to do while we're home in Denver. Quite a lot of it was to research the workings of projects I have to do when we get back to the boat, then buying the appropriate things and shipping them to the boat when it's time to go back. I need to install a new 1,000 gallon per hour backup bilge pump, a new shore power pigtail, festoon bulbs for the boat's navigation anchor light, a new seat and kickstand for my bicycle, new flags, a new horseshoe cam for the latch mechanisms on both main doorways, a new rail-mounted outboard motor mount, a new engine water pump faceplate from Caterpillar, new parts to upgrade the shower sump pump and accessories, and last, the entire bunch of parts to upgrade our dinghy's flotation and stability system. Watch the previous videos about that. And the list grows every day. And the last list is the things we have to do when we get back to the boat. Some of them at the dock at Winter Harbor, and others when we take our shakedown cruises to Sylvan Beach and Rochester, New York. Replace the windshield wipers, replace the fuel dipstick, basically a thin 6 to 8 foot long wood stick with gallon indicators scratched into it. I have to inspect and likely replace the electric horn, upgrade and otherwise fix the shower sump pump. The head always needs to be maintained, new joker valve, new hoses and connections. I have all that down to a pretty easy routine. Installed a new backup bilge pump. The electrical panel needs to be remounted. It's kinda loose. I refurb the windlass every season. I take it apart, clean it, get it ready for use. Both the engine and generator needs routine maintenance. The 2 horizontal hatches and all the rail stanchions need to be recaulked. And of course, reorganize all the fenders, the deck, and give the boat a really good cleaning. What do you think? Does that sound like a lot? It is a bit, I admit, but it all has to be done. And getting it all done in an organized, thoughtful way will make it so our actual cruising will be trouble-free and easy. That's the beauty of to-do and checklists. The next video will actually dig deep into destination and route planning. See you soon on the Why Not Great Lakes Grand Tour.